For every sickness Allah gave a remedy. So everything is in Allah's hands, whatever He has decreed. So even to decree an imbalance in somebody's spiritual reality, then we have to accept whatever Allah has written. Some people Allah has written a very strong spirituality which can defend against many difficulties, and Allah has written for others to have a lower spirituality in which they are continuously attacked by everything. So we have from the Prophet Sayyidina Ayyub who Allah tested his Prophet with immense afflictions, and I think you sent the hadith in which the worms were coming out of his body from the amount of decay his flesh had endured. Does that mean that he was a bad person? That's not what the talk was. The talk was that everything is under Allah's destiny. Good and bad is a part of Islam. You have to accept what Allah has written. If Allah has written that these difficulties, these shayateen, these things will be attacking you, you must accept the destiny that Allah has written. And you've done everything you can and you continue to do everything you can to continue your energy field, and Allah destines for you that endure the difficulty and the test. Who can say no? This is to bring everybody up to the same page. This is not about what Allah has written of destinies and shaykhs to change them. Then this become the verses in which Allah says, you took them as your saviors, these people. There's nobody save you from Allah. Whatever Allah writes is what Allah writes. So this is taking people from doing nothing and being eaten and devoured by negative energies and telling them, no, you have to do all of these things just to bring yourself to be even. You have to pray, you have to wash, you have to… This is why Prophet brought everything, was for energy. We have talks on it. So why are men and people or women are told to use the siwak? Because we couldn't find a toothbrush is what these Western people think or modern people think. They say, no, it had nothing to do with brushing teeth. The dhikr was for your heart, that don't let my heart have hypocrisy and to make hidden shirk. It wasn't for, Ya Rabbi grant me clean teeth. So the sunnah of Sayyidina Muhammad wasn't a fashion statement, it actually was all about energy. How to purify our energy, how to fortify our energy, how to keep a shield of energy. If we did all of that, that should take away the bulk of many difficulties and many sicknesses. The rest are whatever Allah has written. So I do all of that and Allah gave me a handicap. Then you have to live with that difficulty, mental handicap, physical handicap, verbal handicap. This is the life of living in Allah's destiny. So we can't go through every sickness and say, what's this or what's that, but this is for people whom are sitting on the ground and think that they don't need to make wudu, they don't need to eat halal, they don't need to do their spiritual practices, they don't need to make their salah. Then they come back and say, I am afflicted. Okay, well everything that Prophet brought for us was to fight the devil inside. He's teaching us that shaitan runs in your blood. So that's a deep statement, that our blood, shaitans are running through them. Means what? Every type of dirtiness and bad energy is running through the blood. So then we take a life in which to clean the blood with dhikr, with the food, with our breath, with our energy, with everything. This is the understanding. This is not that now think of every sickness and say, oh this person is possessed, next time we see somebody in a sickness or that they're possessed. No, astaghfirullah. That this is the life and the reality of insan. You're just a bus with many passengers. Most of the passengers you have no ability to kick them out. They're just in you, around you, following you. You can't even clean your home out. If you had the vision of pious people, you would see thousands and thousands of the jinn world living in your home, from creatures, snakes and everything you can imagine. And nothing you can do will make them to leave that house, because that's their environment. It's like you're in their jungle, your home was built in their forest and they're everywhere. The nefarious ones coming to attack you, so okay, listen and burn asfan, listen and play the Qur'an, listen and put the salawats and do these practices. Then the more nefarious one with the evil intention, then they can be repelled and pushed down. But their unseen world lives within your seen world. So our life is how to keep the balance of the effect of an unseen element upon a seen and physical creation. It's not a judgment of sick people, because everybody's going to have a deficiency. Say, why don't you recite like this? Well, because I have to have a deficiency and struggle in my life with that deficiency. Everybody has to have something that does not make them to be perfect. Perfection is only for Allah and His Rasul. Everyone else is gonna have a problem. How can you traverse life with that problem to make the best of character and the best of example, inshaAllah.